What if the face you thought you knew suddenly appeared on every screen, every billboard, every glowing bottle of red and white that has long defined the taste of refreshment? Across the world, would you believe it? Could Coca-Cola, the drink that has been intertwined with American nostalgia for over a century, have just chosen a Korean ambassador whose influence stretches far beyond a glass of fizz? Or is there more hidden behind this unexpected announcement? A twist that no one saw coming. Before you scroll past, before you let curiosity slip away, pause and imagine what it means when culture, music, and branding collide in a single breathtaking revelation. And yes, don't just rejoin the conversation. Comment, like, and subscribe, because this story is not just news. It is a cultural turning point you are part of. The announcement of Coca-Cola's newest Korean ambassador has ignited a storm across social media platforms, leaving millions stunned and exhilarated at the same time. It is not just another endorsement deal. It feels like a shift in the global cultural landscape. Why? Because Coca-Cola is not merely a beverage, it is a symbol of timeless tradition, of togetherness, of shared laughter over clinking glasses. And now, the company has handed its global torch to Korea, a nation whose wave of influence in music, film, and fashion has already transformed how the world listens, watches, and even dreams. The decision alone sparks 100 questions. Why Korea? Why now? Why this face? And how will this decision ripple across industries far beyond drinks and advertising? The emotions tied to this moment are impossible to ignore. Fans across Asia wept in joy as the announcement went live, while international audiences clicked in disbelief, reloading feeds just to confirm what they had seen. Coca-Cola, the brand synonymous with Christmas trucks and legendary Super Bowl commercials, suddenly feels fresh, young, and unpredictable once again. The identity of this Korean ambassador has not only been revealed, but has also carried with it a narrative of resilience, artistry, and unshakable charm. Is this a marketing gamble? Or is it the greatest branding coup of the decade? Consider this: Coca-Cola has long chosen its ambassadors carefully, often leaning on Hollywood icons or sports legends to carry its campaigns. But in a time where the heartbeat of global culture pulses through Seoul's neon-lit streets, it is no accident that the company turned to Korea. This is not merely about selling a drink. It is about selling a lifestyle, a dream, and a connection that bridges continents. The ambassador embodies a spirit of authenticity that makes audiences believe not only in the taste of the product, but also in the narrative it tells. That narrative is emotional, magnetic, and filled with questions that draw you deeper. What does it mean for a Korean star to represent a brand so deeply tied to Western identity? What stories will Coca-Cola now tell? And most importantly, what stories will fans themselves create around it? The shock factor cannot be overstated. No one expected this. For years, whispers of collaborations danced across fan forums and speculative headlines. But nothing prepared the world for the moment when Coca-Cola's official announcement shattered silence with bold imagery. The commercial that followed a hauntingly beautiful blend of Korean artistry and Coca-Cola's classic red glow was not just an ad. It was an invitation to drink differently, to see differently, and to feel differently. Audiences were caught between nostalgia and discovery, between familiarity and surprise. And isn't that the true genius of this move? Beyond marketing, the implications are massive. Coca-Cola has long been criticized for being too rooted in the past, too tied to legacy campaigns that cater to Western sensibilities. But by choosing a Korean ambassador, the company has declared war on irrelevance. It has said, boldly and without hesitation, that the future of culture is not one-directional. The future is shared, it is global, it is unpredictable, and it is emotional. And by connecting with Korea, Coca-Cola taps into the very lifeblood of fandom. The kind that does not just consume but creates, reacts, shares, and builds communities that last a lifetime. The ambassador story itself is part of the magic. Rising from Korea's vibrant entertainment scene, they carry the weight of millions of fans, who see in them not just a celebrity, but a mirror of their own struggles and triumphs. Their artistry has never been about perfection alone. It has always been about truth, vulnerability, and connection. When Coca-Cola placed a bottle in their hand, It felt less like a corporate strategy and more like destiny unfolding. How often does marketing make you cry? How often does a soda commercial make you question the balance of power in global culture? And yet, here we are, feeling goosebumps not because of the drink, but because of the story stitched into it. This moment is also a reflection of how brands evolve with audiences. Today, the young generation does not simply buy a product. They buy meaning, they buy identity, they buy alignment with values. Coca-Cola's choice is proof that it understands this. It understands that Korea is not just a location on a map, but a cultural epicenter, shaping the future. It understands that emotions sell more than slogans, and that real influence lies not in how loudly you speak, but in how deeply you connect. This ambassador is not just a face for a campaign. They are the heartbeat of an era. Now, the question remains, what comes next? Will this partnership ignite a chain reaction, with other global brands following suit and rushing to align themselves with Korea's unstoppable way? Or will it stand alone as Coca-Cola's boldest, most unpredictable move of the decade? Fans are already speculating about collaborations, concerts, and even Coca-Cola-inspired performances that blend beverage with artistry. The possibilities feel endless, and every whisper of possibility feels electric. The emotional energy surrounding this news cannot be overstated. Fans describe it as surreal, as though the world is tilted on its axis. Coca-Cola is no longer just a drink they sip casually. It is now a vessel carrying the face of someone they love, respect, and fight for. Every sip, every clink of a bottle cap becomes symbolic. In that act of drinking, they are part of a global story, a shared secret, a phenomenon. It is rare for marketing to transcend its category and become art, but somehow, against all odds, this moment achieves exactly that. And so we return to the question that began this story. Would you have believed it if someone told you a year ago that Coca-Cola's global face would not come from Hollywood or European football, but from Korea? Would you have guessed that a drink you've known since childhood would suddenly taste new simply because of the hand holding it? The world has changed, the culture has shifted, and Coca-Cola has embraced it in the most stunning way possible. Now it's your turn. What do you think? Does this move thrill you, surprise you, or even unsettle you? Drop your thoughts below. Hit the like button if you feel the shockwave. And don't forget to subscribe for more stories that will keep you questioning the boundaries of culture, branding, and identity. Because this is not the end of the story, it's only the beginning, and you are part of it. As if the world had not been shaken enough by this announcement, waves of reaction continue to flood across platforms. On Twitter, hashtags related to Coca-Cola and the Korean ambassador immediately dominated global trends within minutes, proving that this decision is not just a marketing strategy, but a social phenomenon. Thousands of comments poured into Coca-Cola's official posts, some expressing pure shock, while others proudly declared how meaningful it was to see a Korean icon trusted to carry the global face of one of the world's most legendary brands. Yet behind the cheers and joyful tears, there lingers a sharp curiosity. What will Coca-Cola do next? Rumors are spreading that this campaign will not simply stop at television, ads or street posters. Speculation runs wild about a Coca-Cola-themed global concert, fresh musical collaborations, and even the release of limited edition bottle designs featuring symbols of Korean culture. Every possibility fuels the excitement, leaving fans eager and restless for the next surprise. Marketing analysts have also weighed in. They describe Coca-Cola's move as a cultural leap, capable of refreshing the image of a classic brand to remain relevant to a new generation. Coca-Cola, once synonymous with Christmas ads and Western icons, now transforms into a bridge between long-standing tradition and the new wave of global culture. It is no longer just about the taste of the drink, but about the taste of connection, the taste of identity, and the taste of togetherness. Undeniably, the ambassador's appeal is the heart of this phenomenon. Their natural charisma, honesty in artistry, and life story filled with struggle and triumph make them more than just a face of a campaign. They emerge as a symbol that the world is now more open, more diverse, and more willing to unite values from both East and West. Now, the question that lingers in the air is this: Is this the beginning of a new era in global marketing? Or is Coca-Cola simply creating a momentary shockwave? Whatever the answer, one thing is certain: every sip of Coca-Cola from today will feel different. Not only because of its sparkling bubbles, but because of the stories, hopes, and dreams that now flow within it.